sec, but the pictures go real fast because we have to get through a lot of people, and so we don't have time to like sit, stand, and talk to each one of you individually, which totally sucks. But we try to remedy that problem by having a Q&A before we do the pictures so that we can all kind of talk and hang out and chat. And yeah, that's the situation. So you guys are gonna ask us questions. You don't have to ask questions about my crippled arm. I'm fine. It's just, I will take it off of the pictures so I don't look, whatever. But I'm fine. It's just a reminder so that I don't use my arm. That's why I wear it. Anyway.
So why don't we open up the floor? So if you have any questions about anything, raise your hands and we shall answer as many as we can. You were the first arm up, Blondie. Yeah, first say your name? Hi, Allison, 1 L or 2? 2 L's, that's awesome. What's your question, Allison? What advice do we have for smaller YouTubers? How tall are you? Dad jokes.
That was a good one. That was
Yeah,
great.
you approve? Pop-in-law?
Advice for smaller YouTubers. I love YouTube, and I'm super excited that you have a YouTube channel, I'm assuming. That's awesome. I would say what helped me a lot in the beginning was having a strict schedule for myself. When I first started taking Miranda more seriously, I decided a few years ago I would upload videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And I have done it ever since then, and I just saw my channel start to really grow and people start to get excited about a consistent schedule. I'd say that was a big one for me, and not getting discouraged because it's gonna take a lot of time. I think a lot of people think, oh, I'll start a YouTube channel, I'll get views, and then after a few months, you don't get any views, and you're like, why isn't it working? It just doesn't work for me. I think that's the most important thing, is to keep going. Joshua was on YouTube for like 6 or 7 years, getting not very many views on his videos before it started to kind of take off. So if you're passionate about it, just don't give up. That sounds corny, but that's totally true. And stay really consistent and motivated, and I think it'll work. And I think it's true for any job you want to do, to just stay consistent and work hard, and it'll happen.
Be yourself too.
Be yourself.
Yeah, it's corny. Don't try to copy what you see other people doing as far as, oh, they talk like this, or they make these types of videos. I need to make those types of videos. The moment you start being exactly who you are, and you have, like she said, a consistent schedule, then people will like you for that. And then they'll come along that journey. People didn't really watch my stuff truly until I started vlogging. And that was the only time I really felt like I could be quirky and talk about poop freely, and all of a sudden people liked that. And I was like, oh, I'm not copying Shay Carl or Shane Dawson, I'm just being me, and that's working. So be you, be consistent, don't stop. Cool. Thanks, Allison. You can pick the next one, my love.
This is tough. The bouncing man back there with the sunglasses and wig? Oh, it's Miranda!
And before I got married, people said that your life is going to change. And I said, well, how's it going to change? And they said, well, we can't tell you how it's going to change, but it's going to change. So how has your life changed since you got married?
How's your life changed since you got married? I love that we're not even going to address how you look married. That's a serious question. That's fine, I like it.
Did you just see that hair flick?
Yeah, he flicked his hair. It's good, I love it.
How did life change after we got married? I know your answer.
Yeah, well, I
It didn't change.
Well, it kind of changed, but not really. I mean, for me, it changed the most once we got engaged. I was like, oh, this is final. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. Like, it's a done deal. So for me, it felt like finalized and finished once we got engaged. The only thing that I felt like changed truly was Joshua got more emotional right after we got married, because he was like, he was really excited, because like he's always dreamt of getting married, and when I first met him, his mom was like, when Joshua was 4 years old, people would ask him what he wanted to be when he grew up, and he said a husband. So he got really emotional. He just would cry all the time.
Best moment was when we were on the flight to Hawaii for our honeymoon. You can go ahead and
they
tell
pass
them.
with these like cards that you have to fill out before you can go into Hawaii. If I don't get it, but you have to fill out this form. And they came up to us and they said, 1 per family, how many do you need? And we said 1. And he looked at me, he's like, we're a family now. He started crying on the plane, like sobbing on the plane, and it was like Josh and Colleen Evans.
I wasn't sobbing. It was like a trickle, a very masculine trickle.
A masculine trickle. Okay.
Masculine trickle that seeped out of me.
I hate seep. Okay, right there. Yeah.
How do you like your new house?
We just moved. We just bought a house. We bought our first house, and we love it. It's amazing. Oh, yeah,
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Teeny. Happy birthday to you.
She's 21. 21? Yeah, we just moved into a new house. We were wanting to talk about it for a long time because we had wanted to purchase a house for a long time because, you know, we're not 21 anymore and we've been renting for so long individually and then together, and we were done with that. We wanted to own something that we know we're gonna have kids in that house and pets, and like really like that's where we're gonna be.
And the house that we were living in was awful. I'm just saying, the house that we were living in before we moved to this new house, we knew we wanted to buy, but living in the house that we were in, like, just expedited the process of buying a new house, because the house we were living in, the first week we moved into the house we were in previously, a bat flew out of the wall. A real bat flew out of a crack in the wall and attacked me. A bat. And then a few days later, poop was seeping up from the floors. Poop! Like, there were sewage problems, there's poop and pee, like just seeping up. I was like, we are leaving. And then there was a ghost in my house recently. Yeah, Stacy, y'all know about it. Stacy the ghost. I was doing a live stream and I kept hearing noises behind me. And I thought someone was in the house. And then later, I was seeing tweets where people were like, look at this time mark on the live stream. And if you watch, behind me, there's like a shadow in the hall walking around. Shadow. A ghost. So we're happy to be out.
Next question. You see, I'm looking at yes, you. What's your name?
Phoebe?
Phoebe, like from Friends.
What do you miss the most about having Rachel on tour with you?
What do you miss most about having Rachel on tour?
No, Rachel's not on tour. So my sister, Rachel, worked with me for 3 years, and recently she quit. That sounds really harsh. It's not. She told me about like 6 months ago, hey, I think, it was longer than that. It was like the beginning of 2015. She's like, yeah, I think this is gonna be my last year. Just because it was getting too hard to do her YouTube channel and what she wanted to do and her side projects and work with me. Because working with me is a full-time job. I'm always on tour, I'm always doing projects, always filming videos, so she just didn't have time. She wasn't sleeping. So she decided to quit working with me, and I'm really proud of her, and she's doing really well. But it's weird. It's weird not having her on tour. This is the first tour I've done without Rachel. So this is only my second show without her. And it's bizarre, but we have a really awesome team on this tour. We have a great group of people, and Corey took over Rachel's job, my best friend Corey, and he's crushing it. And now I get to hang out with my best friend every day, which is the best. And also Rebecca came on tour with us too, and she's amazing and wonderful.
Sam fam.
Hey, Sam fam. So yeah, no, it's weird not having Rachel here, and I miss her, but I'm really excited because I still have my friends.
She was at the show last night, our very first show, and you know, Rachel's not the most emotional person. You know, she's kind of standoffish at times. And after the show's over, she was sitting backstage, all like, you know, confident.
That's how confident
She does. She sits like that. And she was like, "Hey, Josh, show was pretty good." I'm like, "Thanks." "No, yeah, like I respect that. It's a good show." I was like, "Oh wow." I'm not gonna cry, but I kind of wanted to cry. No, for her to compliment it, because I think.